Welcome back, everyone. We are starting it off with a follow-up video on XRP. There's things that I just want to point out that, if it can help you make some money, I want to help you make some money. If you haven't seen the previous videos, please feel free to go search the YouTube channel and just type in XRP. You will see the old videos. If I can remember with my pea-sized brain to put in the link on this video description, I will do that. Aside from that, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, comment below, press the thumbs up, share this video with like-minded individuals. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're interested in trading with me live or discussing anything, feel free to join my Discord server. The link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps the channel grow. So thank you guys so much for your love and support. I greatly appreciate it. Now let's get back into this. As you see, we are on the weekly, and this week we had a nice little liquidity grab down to the support one more time around this 44 cents. Every time the last 3-4 weeks I've been saying, hey, the trade from around 47 cents to 63 cents has been repeating. If you can take that trade, why not? It's printing, let it print for you. I'm going to turn on my drawings real quick so you guys can see what we left off with the last video. You can see that, hey, as long as we're opening and closing above this 46 cents area, upside is what I'm looking for. We recently just tested into this. We wicked it, took liquidity. We didn't even swing failure pattern it. So this wick was just like, I don't know why they did it, how they did it, they did it. There is a lot of news right now with Ripple, with their stable coin, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how everything's going to play out, but you can see that there is accumulation occurring with these higher lows. I'm going to delete this little channel because the channel was to show you that, hey, these tops are coming in at around 63 and 65 cents. If you can't break 63, 65, you're going to come retest 46, 47. You could not close underneath it. You wicked it. A lot of buyers here, and now you're basically retesting the 63, 64. You basically are squeezing and squeezing in that channel. That channel is now basically done. You see, this was another path that I had marked out. If the bottom was protected, we should be looking for this kind of uptrend starting, like a pivot bottom being put in and then an uptrend. And I'm gonna just take all the wicks. Usually I won't, whatever, don't worry about it. This is what we're looking for, an uptrend in this defined consolidational channel. Obviously what I want to see in it is an expanding megaphone kind of reaction, and the channel is a nice way to put it, but what I'm really looking for is something like this in an expanding megaphone fashion, and that's what this consolidational little doodle is for. So just keep in mind that in that kind of consolidation, the lows will get higher and we will squeeze, but then you will have a quick, fast impulse to take out all these tops, and then you'll use these tops as the base when you come back down, which is like around 82 cents. And that's going to be the new low. Once we take out all this liquidity and we come back here, we base it, that'll be the new low around 81 cents. And then I'm looking for the target, around $1.18, something like that, for the first take profit. Once we actually claim this 80-cent area. This is basically what I'm looking for in the next 2-3 weeks. The bullish engulfing you have on the weekly, if we close like this, next week I'm looking for continuation into that 80-cent area. So that's why I'm making this video. I want you guys to be aware and up to date as to what's going on with XRP. The worst thing that we could do is reject here at 63 cents, close this week, and next week taking out 51 cents. If you take out 51 cents next week and you close underneath 51 cents, be aware that the fight again, 47 cents to 40 cents is going to occur. 40 cents here is like the best buy opportunity between 40 and I want to say 45 cents. If you can just calmly get into that average with the stop loss underneath 38 cents, the risk to reward is on your side. Just keep in mind that once you lose 38 cents, the next target is going to be around 28. Okay, these lows. You want to wick out these lows and then take that long. So The setup right now is good as long as the retail trend line holds. Okay? As long as this little retail trend line holds, we're going up into this target. The issue was this little consolidational dump, and that was probably like ETH, ETF, you know. Now that the SEC stuff is done, everything right now is basically clear for upside aside from a recession occurring in the economy. If everything is good and everything is stable and there's no war and everything, and Ripple is conducting its stablecoin test right now, if everything goes good with that, why won't we continue up higher? The bottom is very, very, very nicely cemented in on a weekly. If you go to monthly, guys, it's just another. I'm gonna delete this doodle. It's another confirmation that this 47-cent area is very, very, very solid support. Look at the wicks. I mean, here's another example. This was your resistance, okay? This was your resistance, this level. This whole level was resistance, okay? This was risk, this was risk. This is all done now. And underneath the resistance, you've basically made an inverse, what do you want to call that? Like a bull flag? And you know, the measured move, I mean, to 82 cents is very, very, very probable and logical. It's above 70 and 80 cents that you'll get that impulse to $1. And you guys know how Ripple, I mean, has impulse in the past. I have this target here at $1, but you see this green line here. You see that this is going to consolidate here, probably make people think we're going down to 82 cents again after we hit $1.15, and then what it'll do is just short squeeze on everyone's face. And then you can look for the larger moves. So I do have, you know, bigger moves here. Just don't need you to get all worked up and hyped. Just understand that everything is chugging along nicely on this. If you have been patient for this asset, I do think you will be handsomely rewarded. But man, oh man, that's a long time wait. And that's the only thing that you got to understand as a real investor. You got to be patient and you got to wait. I don't have that patience. I am bad at investing. I'm a trader. So for me to hold my time and money in this asset for this long, I know I didn't survive, and that's why I don't trade it. I've done it in like two bull runs before, but I won't do it again, and I'm never gonna do it again because it's so hard for me to take a large position and get in and out on this asset, as opposed to like Bitcoin and ETH with the volume. So something like this, I do not recommend shorting. If you are a smart investor slash trader, look for your buying opportunity and just hold. This thing is not something that I want to take risk shorting ever again in my life. So unless it's up here somewhere, unless it's up like a couple bucks, cool. But if it's down there, there's no point. And let's just say, that's the low. You should be looking for this 66 cents, 67 cents. Once we break this level, I'm looking for $1.40-ish, which is right here anyway. We've already have it marked out. 118 is the first tap of this. You're going to get a reaction, but I want that reaction to confirm 82 cents, 66 cents to 82 cents as support. And then I'm looking for the break above $1.40 and then to $2 and change. At $2.33, I am going to probably take a short because at that point, all the liquidity of the shorts has been taken. People will be on FOMO, long mode, and then I can take a head short here with the intention of getting to $3.33 to add. Stuff like that. That's how I would approach this trade. Keep in mind, I am not trading Ripple. I am not holding Ripple. I am just giving you what I would approach this if I was to trade it, like how I do my TA on Bitcoin, ETH, and all the other assets. Same style, but I know that my style is not effective on Ripple because it's very low volatile asset. Like it doesn't, there's not too much movement, and because of the volatility is not like that great. It's the only way to make money on this is like forex trading. You got to have a massive position, and then every penny is like big movements in your P&L. I just can't handle that kind of situation. So that's the gist of that, guys. If you have any questions or concerns, hit me up in the comment section below. If you are interested in trading with me live, feel free to join my Discord server. Link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps this channel grow. So guys, thank you so much. And then yeah, today's Friday. I would be very cautious as to how CME closes. I don't want to FUD you guys, but here, let me just show you quick. Since anyone who watches my videos to the end, that's where the gold is. So congratulations if you're watching it to the end. I really do appreciate it. Here is what I wanted to show you. Your CME gap, okay? So Kron was like, gaps are for pussies, right? Okay, there you go. You completely gapped again. And what happened was you filled the gap and you're rejecting off of the gap. This is not how you want to see strength. This is showing me weakness. This was supposed to be filled and continued back up. The fact that we gapped to the downside, filled it, basically dead cat bounce. If we reject from here, man, that's not a good sign for bull run continuation. It's basically rejecting from this is putting the risk of eating this wick. We're gonna basically come and fill out 53 to 49 again to see if this order block is gonna hold us for the bull run continuation. We're retesting the entire breakout after this little bull flag. So this little wick, I assume, was a liquidation. And all the people who are super long who got liquidated because of this gap down, they chased it, you know, dead cat, you know, even exchanges had to fill their, you know, like they have to clear their books. And now that all that is done, you know, yesterday, how we impulse, it was so shady. Here's your, can you even, oh, this is CME. You can't see it on CME, you have to go on perps. So if you go on perps, and you see how this break occurred. Ooh, actually Bitcoin doesn't even show it that nicely. Okay, let me go to ETH. ETH showed it yesterday, and why can't I see it right now? Oh, there it is. The reason why is because I was not checking the right time frame. Okay, it was on 15 minute. Okay, so here it is on 15 minute. Ignore all this, right? This is what happened yesterday right here. From here, this was the morning New York Open right here. We SFP'd basically the bull flag low, and then we basically continued on up. This doji, the pivot doji, did not get broken. So the stop loss of these people who long did not get broken. All the people who shorted this candle got liquidated. All the people who shorted this candle got liquidated. Well, either here or here. And all the people who shorted this candle got liquidated into the close of the day, right? Yeah. What was that? This is 7:45. So this was 8. This was the daily close right here. This was the daily close candle. So right before the daily close, you had the little bit of a sell-off. People probably shorted the daily close thinking, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. And you got a little bit of reaction to the downside, but doesn't this look like another bull flag? Oops, what did I just do? Ironically, Dixie's doing the same thing. So doesn't this look like another bull flag begging to try to test this? So today into Friday, CME close, we're gonna see, is that gap gonna fill? Because that gap filling is is a bullish thing. But if you don't fill that gap, here's another CME gap on 15, by the way. So we opened up, and today we're gonna see, are we gonna fill this gap? If we fill this gap here to 2600 and we don't go under it, then obviously this little bull flag that had this gap open, we can go fill it and then continue back up. So just be aware that people say that these gaps don't matter, but for me, it's a price inefficiency, right? So all this area needs to, we need to figure out, is this a fair price for this asset, or is this overbought kind of situation? So when we come test into this, if we don't hold 2600, then we're probably gonna basically push on down to around 25, or 2550. If we hold 26, then the next thing we're gonna do is go test the people who shorted, the wick. They shorted this candle retest, which is around 2720, I think I said. 2720 is the weekly bottom, I believe. Uh, 2780 is the weekly bottom, or weekly top. So on E, the goal is, are we going to fill this gap before the close today in about 9.5 hours, or is this what perps are going to mess with after New York closes and stuff? And then on Bitcoin, you can see that we've already filled it. So right now, Bitcoin is much stronger than ETH because Bitcoin has already filled, tested, and now is deciding if we're going to have continuation up or not. We will know right away if Bitcoin is going higher with opening closes about 63,000, 63.5. If we can't get above 63.5, you know that you're going to go test into 55.4 or 55.5. Just get that in your head right now. I don't care what anyone is saying. You're in a $10,000 range, between 65,000 and 55,000. That $10,000 range is your battleground. Depending on if you're making higher lows or lower highs, blah, 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 figure out what you're doing and how you're doing it. You can see this is a consolidational pattern over here, right? Yeah, see, I already have it doodled up. So you can see that you're consolidating in this little channel, and yes, if you would have held over here at above 63, we would have been breaking out. But this gap BS that occurred, this little gap over here, we just filled that gap with this candle. Now, are we going to get above 63 to continue up, or are we going to stay under 63 and then roll on over to go test back into this order block around 50,000 to 47, So this is how I do my TA. I do not want to show you guys all this because it's just not worth it for people who are not in members. But if you're interested in stuff like this, feel free to join the Discord server, and then we can debate and discuss. And how else are you going to know if you are on the right side of the trade? Well, let's all like-minded individuals get together and discuss it and see. Look at this gap, look at this gap. All of it filled, okay, in this consolidation, and then got tested right here. And then we rose, right? So this gap, if we're going to roll on over, we should test. ETH should get into $3,000 or $2,950 before we decide if we're not strong enough to get there, because Bitcoin already did it. And that's basically the gist of what I want to get at today. You see, Bitcoin already did it and tested and rejected. ETH should probably do it today. That's basically all I have for you guys. Trade safe, be careful. I don't want anyone to lose money. If there's anything I can do to help you guys, man, just DM me on the Discord. I don't mind taking time to, talk TA. That's like my passion. I don't want to talk about dumb stuff like politics and stuff, but if you want to talk about TA, I will show you my chart. You show me your chart. We can compare, and then hopefully make each other better traders in the process. So aside from that, guys, have a great day. Talk to you soon and be safe. Good luck, Ripple Army.